additional requirement. So we provided the boarding pass for customer service and as an attempt, so our customers could attempt to reach to the boarding gate. But it is important to consider that arriving at the boarding gate depends on these factors that are beyond our control. They have to go through airport security. They have to wait to pass these screening procedures and other factors. So we, as Volaris, we don't know if our passengers are going to be able to reach the boarding time.
They told them they will. That she's a liar.
That's why our customers. That is
My
why
mom
it's important for our customers
and
to
dad were
arrive
under the illusion that they were going to get on a flight because they told them that they got
to the
there on time.
airport to make the check-in and also arrive to the boarding gate.
That the flight hasn't left yet.
So basically you're telling me your staff lied, like you're lying too. Because basically what you're telling me is that you don't understand what my in-laws were doing when they were getting to the gate, but they were just, their goal was in mind to get to the gate on time because your staff at the airport, Volaris airport staff at the front desk, told my parents that my in-laws, that they will make it to the gate and leave on time because they were there on time. So tell me why your own staff that you guys employ told my in-laws that they will make it to the airplane, but once they got there on time, the plane was gone. I'm trying to understand why. You are not giving me a direct story. You're just telling me this and that. I don't understand why you guys leave early. You guys are saying this, that. They got there on time.
Yes, so they arrived with not sufficient time at the airport. We advise our customers to arrive with sufficient time at the airport because there are several factors to consider when boarding a flight, and some of them are beyond our control. As mentioned before, we have airport procedures. They have to go through security, and they have to go through screening and other factors. So we make every effort to assist our customers whenever possible, but we cannot guarantee timely arrival on the boarding gate when external factors may affect the process. So we confirm our willingness to offer a proposed solution. We are going to communicate to the Department of Transportation this information for consideration, and this offer is open if our customers decide to accept it. You already have my email address. We will be happy to assist you with the refund of the $220 that our customers have to pay at the airport as an exception and for customer service. And in case our customers accept this offer, I would appreciate if you could confirm so we can continue with the refund or the funds transfer process.
Mm-hmm. Right now, I'm gonna tell you this straight up. I think they are owed the original flight refund because they didn't board that plane. And I've heard you several times on this phone call saying your own words that they boarded that flight, which is a lie. They did not board that flight, ma'am. And I don't understand why you're saying that they boarded when they didn't. All they did was receive their boarding passes and made it on time to the airport, went for security, arrived at the gate on time before the plane was supposed to push back and depart. And my mother-in-law has told me this. When they got to the gate, the airplane was still there, but they refused to open the gates for my in-laws. So try to make that make sense to me.
As I mentioned before, as I explained before, when we are talking about the boarded flight, we are talking about the second flight. I understand that they were not.
This is the first flight, ma'am. I'm not. My in-laws have very good memory. This is the first flight, because for the second flight they stayed in the airport the whole entire time to wait until the plane left. at 6 p.m.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
talking about the
So,
one at 11:34.
yes, sir. They arrived 5 minutes before departure time. That's why they were not able to board the initial flight. They paid $220 to make a flight change, and they boarded the second flight from Los Angeles to Guadalajara on October 13th, departing at 6:17 p.m. So we are not able to reimburse this flight because customers have to pay for a flight. What we are offering is to reimburse the additional amount that they paid for the flight change at the airport. So we are going to send you an email with this information and the offer that we have discussed. And in case our customers decide to accept it, we can provide the list of information that we require on your site um, so we can initiate the funds transfer process. Okay, sir?
Well, ma'am, I think we should get the first one back, no? Because the plane was still there when they got to the gate, ma'am. So why doesn't your staff tell them to wait? Because I have flown so many times in my life. And I have been on so many occasions where they will reopen the gate. They'll get TSA to come down, reopen the gate, and allow them to get on. And my dad has been on international flights very lot of times, and they have done this several times because I have a disabled mom, and every airline has their penal codes for seniors and disabled people in federal laws here in the United States. So I know the law very well, and I have studied it. I have taken law school before, and I haven't graduated, but I know enough. So I'm trying to understand what you guys are trying to point out, because the airplane was still there, right there in front of the gate. The gate was still attached. They could have just called TSA to open the door and disabled the alarm that goes off.
Okay, sir. I confirm that we have provided explanation about your case. There are several operation and airport procedures that must be taken into consideration throughout the boarding process. So I understand your concern and your comments, but it is not possible to refund a flight that was boarded. Okay.
It
So
was
we're going
not
to
boarded,
provide
ma'am. It was not
the offer.
boarded. It was not
Yeah,
boarded. See,
yeah.
you just said it. You just admitted to it again. It was not boarded. The first flight was not boarded, right?
Yes, sir, but they have to pay to board a flight, and they boarded the second flight, sir. We are providing the
But they didn't
refund,
board
the
the first
additional amount
flight.
that
So
they
where's
have
that
to pay.
refund for that one?
Yes, sir.
They didn't board the second
Okay.
flight. Where's the refund for it? They paid business class. And then you guys didn't take their luggage. Even on the second flight, they didn't take the luggage. So we should get a refund for luggage too, no? You guys refused to take my in-laws' luggage. They paid for business class, which means the packages go on the plane. But you guys didn't take it for either the first one or the second one. And they stayed in the airport the whole entire time after rebooking the flight. But you guys didn't take their luggage.
Okay, sir. It is not possible to refund the flight. Volaris is open to provide a solution. As I have discussed in this call, I'm going to send to our customers the information by email. And in case they decide to accept it, we will be happy to continue the process to make the funds transfer of the $220 to their account. I understand that Amanda is here with us at the call. We have provided the explanation of the case, and we're going to send the email directly to our customers, and we will be happy to assist in case they decide to accept this offer from Volaris. Okay?
Or maybe a supervisor can provide additional refund.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
Or maybe you can escalate this one to supervisor, and maybe they can provide additional assistance when it comes to refund. I understand that you have limitation, but I guess the initial, but I understand that the first flight was not boarded. So I guess that should have be refunded.
Yeah, well, it is not possible to refund the service that was used. Regardless
No, it was
of,
not
of
used.
the flight type that was not boarded, our customers have to
Yeah,
pay
she's
for
fucking liar,
service,
man.
and they boarded the second flight. So yeah, we are providing the refund of the additional amount paid, and this is the offer that we are providing our customers. As I mentioned before, it is not that Volaris doesn't want to refund the money, but yeah, it is not possible to refund a service that was used. And that service of the second flight was boarded. So we're going to send the email with this information and the proposal on Volaris side, and if our customers decide to accept it, we'll be happy to proceed with the funds transfer process, okay?
Okay, so if Volaris
Okay.
doesn't want, doesn't mean not to provide a refund, so who does?
Okay, so we're going to send the email. And if you have any more questions,
Excuse
or
me,
if
ma'am.
you would
Hello?
like us
Hello?
to
Hello?
call directly to our customers, we can call them to provide the explanation of the case in the proposal that we are offering, okay?
Excuse me, ma'am. So you don't have a supervisor?
I'm the customer solution leader at Volaris.
So you don't have anyone above you, right? Is that what I'm hearing? To reach, to contact, email, phone call? Because I know certain levels only have my representative said, Amanda said that certain employees in certain areas only have limited resources. So do you have a supervisor? Can I talk to, please?
Yes, I have a supervisor. I could copy my supervisor directly on the email that I'm going to send to you in case you would like to contact her directly.
So, and
Okay.
can you please inform them that I want to speak to them over the phone? Possibly today, if possible.
Yeah, I'm going to copy my supervisor. I am the customer resolution leader at Volaris headquarters, and I have a manager. Her name is Patricia Mora. I'm going to copy her on the email that I'm going to send regarding this case and the explanation provided on this call. Okay?
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for taking my call and for your time. And I am at your disposal at this phone number, okay?
All right, I'll be waiting for your
Okay.
manager/supervisor to call me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Well, that was crazy, man. Fucking scam-ass airline. Well, everyone, this is going to be recorded. Maybe something new I'll start on my channel. I am Emily. I am transgender. I'm sorry I have a deep-ass voice, but that's who I am. I'm trying to figure out my voice. I'm trying to learn how it works, and I'm transgender. If you have anything against it, that's all you. Peace out, Emily.